When we talk about class, elegance, and comfortability, here's what we mean. I want to welcome you to a 2-bedroom furnished apartment here in Kikuyu, which is available any day. You can book in for a day, a month, or even a year. So if you need to book, our numbers are scrolling down. Just call us anytime. We as a Centric, we always care for you.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, kindly hit that subscribe button down below. Road to 3k subscribers, about 3k by the end of April. Yeah, so guys, as promised, I think nilikuwa nimesema this on a previous video that I'm going to look for someone mwenye anafanya biashara ya Air BnB. We have a chat tuone watu wenye wanataka kuanzisha hii biashara, if they are going to get something from this. Is it a good business idea ama wachane tu nayo, watafuta vitu zingine, all those. So yeah, allow me to introduce our guest for today. Alafu niache aseme jina yake.
Yes, asante sana. Yeah, my name is Patrick Kambo. Yeah, Patrick Kambo, but I have a stage name because I'm also an artist. So Patrick Kambo or Pavis Eccentric. Yeah, Pavis Eccentric. Double C. Yes, with no K.
Why Pavis?
Why Pavis? Because Pavis is path valuable in someone. That's the meaning of Pavis. Eccentric is one of its kind. Eccentric is a name that happened to me. It's a name actually you won't find in the dictionary, because even when you search Google itakwambia, do you mean eccentric? And no, just tell it no, you mean eccentric. There'll come a time Google it recognize.
Yeah,
there'll come a time.
It means what?
It means, for me, it means ascending and being that conglomerate that owns literally every aspect of human beings. Like how I would invest in so much, in so many different kind of things, but I would really connect them to be one.
Yeah.
So eccentric means ascending, mostly ascending, like we are ascending to greater heights.
Yeah.
That's what it means, yeah.
Yeah. Patrick, umetoka wapi? Tuambie ka background kidogo.
Na so mimi nimezaliwa wa Dagoretti, but tukahama kidogo tukaenda mahali pito Kikambura, then we came back to Dagoretti. So yeah, nimezaliwa wa Dagoretti. Ni wale watu tunasema tunaga ocha by the way. Mimi sina ocha. So if you guys are having Christmas, just invite me, I'll be there. Yeah. Actually, I go to my friend's shags like almost after 3 months, which is in Nyeri, and I like it. Like there is a vibe of traveling outside Nairobi, you know, unajumeenda shags, and then maisha huko ni simple. You know me, okay, I don't think I know hiyo maisha simple ya shag. Unajumeenda huko.
Because umezaliwa hapa, umesomea hapa.
Umesomea kila kitu ni Nairobi. So I think that's why I love traveling. So
Patrick, Airbnb, what would you define? Unaweza define aje kwa mtu, maybe this is the first time you've heard of this, ama kuna wenye wanasikianga Airbnb but they don't know what it really means. How can you explain it?
Okay, I would explain Airbnb in this way. Airbnb, first of all, the company Airbnb is the biggest company that has so many properties that it doesn't own. Think of that idea. It's like Uber. They have so many cars which they don't own. Yeah, that is Airbnb. But the Airbnb, typically for a normal person, it's having a residential place or a place, your place that you want to convert it to be like a hotel, or to be like a what do you call it? Like a furnished, you would have a furnished apartment, because it's like a furnished apartment that someone just wants to come in and stay for a while, because hotels were getting expensive and more expensive, and then they don't offer you the they don't offer you the services that you would have in a home setup. So it's just bringing a home setup and making it commercial. So some people even have 3-bedroom houses, so they even give out 2 bedrooms for Airbnb. So you just share the kitchen and then the sitting room, or maybe some people don't even want to stay at indoor sitting. They just want to come and work, and they just want to spend a night in Kitengela, in Nairobi, wherever they are. So it's just a furnished home that is out there for business, like for people who wants to. But I will book a hotel, just book in a house, because you have the amenities like kitchen and of course your own privacy.
Why did you think you start uanze hii biashara? Mbona uliamua uingilie hii biashara ya Airbnb?
Well, first of all, I've been doing property management. It came to a time where we decided, you know what, let's now try and diversify with properties. Let's try and see how we can even increase sales of our property through Airbnb. And we decided to have our first pilot project, which is here we are. Which is it's really performing. It's a good place to be, by the way. You just see the video, and that's why we started. Yeah.
You keep saying we, so you have like
yes, I have a business partner, because of course eccentric is 2 people.
And to anyone mwenye maybe anataka kuanzisha hii biashara, what do they need? Nini is the necessities that you must have for you to start this business?
First of all, for Airbnb, you just need vitu za nyumba first. And of course, you'll need that. You'll need and the thing is with Airbnb right now, it's becoming more and more competitive, depending on the places. Then you situate your Airbnb. So if you're in Syokimau, it's really competitive right now. Syokimau is competitive, and also Kilimani is competitive. Ruaka is competitive. Right now we're in Kikuyu, and we're also in Bamburi, Mombasa. So, but if you need to understand your area. Like right now, we really want to have an apartment in Kilimani that does Airbnb, but it becomes again expensive. But again, in those places, money is flowing. Like you would always have someone booking in every day, and it's expensive. It's not related to here. So in Syokimau now, Syokimau is near to the airport. So a lot of people who are landing in, they book in around Syokimau. So there, the competition is really, really high. So you find that people have really invested in the interiors, but you don't have to dash a makimbishana with people who are doing bigger stuff. You just have to, even your place, you can just convert your place to have Airbnb. If someone books in, just get out and say to your friend, so you just host me today, and I give you some small chunk of money, you may have food, I'll just crash on your couch and whatever, and you start from there, and then you grow from there up until now you fike your level, Westlands. Now if you have one in Westlands, my friend, you'll be loaded. loaded.
So they need to have furniture and maybe apartment. Mtu anatoa wapi? Tuseme, can you approach any, tuseme mwenye nyumba tu unamapproach, unamwambia, now I want to take this house and I want it to be Airbnb, you know that process, because obviously it's not like everywhere watakuwa wanakubali hivyo. Ama must you even construct your own house ndio uko na hizo Airbnbs?
No, you don't have to construct houses. Like we started by saying Airbnb is a company that owns a lot of property, that owns majority, like it owns 90% of properties, but it never constructed one. It doesn't even know where some are. It's just the algorithm just knows where the properties are, but you don't need to construct. You don't even need to. You can even work out with someone who has a house and who has a space that can be placed as an Airbnb. And then I know of people who love, like I'm thinking of in the long run I'll be thinking of doing cottages, because cottages are really performing because of people who want now to go to outcast Nairobi, huko ndani, like, and they're really performing, they're really doing good. You don't have to own any property, but you can have your place. You can even work out with people.
Use your place, as in where
you can just use your place. When you rent, kwani
What about
but okay,
mwenye
because I'm a
nyumba?
property manager,
What about
please
mwenye
don't
nyumba?
tell me, because
Oh.
don't tell me you're doing that, because at least I will just make sure we may financially manage. Okay, I'm not telling you to leave your stuff,
Yeah.
but if for like the economy that we are in, if you feel like you have a house and it's spacious and you can just sublet just place it on your BnB, because the harsh economy is really affecting a lot of Kenyans. So if you have a space, just use it as a BnB.
What about following the right path? Will you have to unafaa kuambia landlord, mimi by the way nimechukua hii nyumba yangu, yes, I've been living here, but sometimes maybe nitakuwa na rentisha mtu mwingine.
Yes, there is that. Like, you know, like where we are, the landlord knows. Like,
they know. Air BnB.
Yes. We had to do it like they know. So, apart from that now, I think sometimes it become hard, but find vulnerability in landlords.
Yeah.
If you find a place and you think it can be a good Airbnb and it's located in a very good place, why not talk to the landlord and tell them maybe your place is not occupied 100%. You usually struggle with one or two properties. So why don't I take your place and then I convert it to Airbnb and then I'll manage on my end. Then I'll make sure I meet thresholds of the plot. Maybe the plot is the hierarchy parties. Then you just have to have those clients who are not sumbuas. You know, at least you have a good relationship with the landlord. But it calls for open-minded landlord. The world is moving very fast, and it's another story for another day. But the world is moving very fast. That investing in property is becoming a challenge, because if you think of the world and think of where we are headed in the future, you think of a place where people will not be living in towns. People will now start moving out of town because internet will be accessible. You don't have to go to Jobo. You just be working at home. So why do I need to live in town? I can have my kashamba in Kitengela na huko ndani, ama my cottage na huko, and I have internet.
There's a question I must ask. Umesema kama hapa, yes, kuna watu wengine wenye wanaishi kwa hizo nyumba zingine and they pay rent. Are you paying the same rent yenye hao watu wengine wanalipa, ama kuna vile lazima hii kwe on the higher side kwa sababu najua ni biashara?
It depends with the landlord. I won't discuss my contract with the landlord. But now,
lakini obviously haiwezi kuwa the same basi.
No money will come. Find vulnerabilities in our landlords, because sometimes this is even a business that is starting. So at some point, of course, you'll have to pay the same rent,
the same na wenye wanalipa.
Yes, you'll have to do that. But now coming to you, like me now, I'm advising you because of what I've learned. It's better you find vulnerability and find places that. But if you want to go all the way, you know, like if I would go to Westlands and say I want to lease this apartment for Airbnb, the same rate will apply. The same rate, not a letter to mwingine, because at the end of the day, they still want that threshold ya pesa.
I feel like that's okay.
It's
I
okay.
thought even it could be higher kwa sababu wanajua wewe
the agencies who do that, and I'm hoping that serikali haitaingilia story ianze kusema, but you know, like if you're commercializing a house, you have to pay VAT and all that kind of stuff. But there is no such law right now that is affecting, because the Airbnb is classified on another category of businesses.
You have said for you to start this business unafaa unanunua hizi furnitures. What are, like, unaweza sema zile zenye ni very important that you must have ndio hata hii biashara yako iko successful, so that you can even get hizo the good reviews?
It depends na area. And also what else depends, and then those people that you're targeting. Because first, if you want to have an Airbnb that is in town, like it holds a lot of corporate guys, then you'll have to have internet. That's assured. Like you have to have internet. Then you have to have a working space, and then a bed and maybe kitchen amenities. At least some small kitchen amenities and a working space. If you're hosting corporate guys, and of course maybe a sofa. That would be but the most important thing is a bed.
Yeah,
that you have to have a bed.
Or resting, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, because hata wengine hawatakuja waanze kupika.
Wengine hataanza kupika, but kitchen items, bed, and maybe a working space for those kind of Airbnbs. Then we have those cottages. They're still Airbnbs, but they're cottages that they are outside Nairobi. Those just needs culturistic, and then bed, of course. The bed has to come first. Then tudogo maybe. Yeah, those are the things that you need.
Yeah,
I feel that those are the most important things. It's not a must to have a TV kila wakati, but if you in a capacity, why not buy one? Because most people don't even watch TV. Like the most important thing, if it would be in a town setup,
if you have a TV, maybe internet. Yeah,
the internet would be okay. Yeah,
I see. So factors to consider before starting these. Yes, tumerudi shule.
Mfuko yako. If you understand your pocket, if you understand your pocket, then you know the location, the setup, the kind of Airbnb, like that will guide you now. Because if I know I have this amount of money, now I know I need to look for a house that looks like this. And then now as we end up with capital, now we go to the kind of clientele that I want to pursue, because I might be pursuing clientele and they want a certain lifestyle, and they want certain amenities which I'm not able to offer at that moment. So your capital really dictates almost everything.
And tukiwa tu hapo kwa capital, what's like the minimum amount of money mtu anafaa kuwa nayo? Minimum. That's
the hardest question.
Why?
Because the minimum, I would think let's even go simpler. Let's say you're just doing let's say maybe someone has a place and then they're not even paying rent, they just want to do a minimum basic Airbnb. So we just calculate simply, just even get a pallet seat. Pallet seat goes for 10k, right? A normal TV would go, let's not even say you're going for a TV, then a carpet, you get a good carpet with 5k or something. If you don't want a working space, it's okay, you have the pallet seat, it can be used for that. Then we have curtains wouldn't even go above maybe 5k if you're doing simple curtains. Then we go to a bed, just pick a simple bed at that time. So the minimum, then maybe you can even have even a cooker. You don't not a cooker, like a Meko is not advisable. I just what do you call it? The 2-burner cooker. That would be simple, because I know you can get it second hand at 1500. Then you get a cylinder. Then you get some few kitchen stuff. So approximately, let's just say for beginners, for people who are not investing hugely, let's even say 30 to 40k would get you a basic, get you started and get you moving, get you earning money. Yeah.
Okay. And what do you consider when you're setting a price for, this Airbnb? Useme, Apart for you to spend one night, it's going to be this amount of money. What are those things that you will consider? Ndio mtu ajuange, like nikitaka kuwa na Airbnb kama place kama Kikuyu, ama place kama Westlands, these are the things that are going to make me charge this amount of money.
Locality first of all. If I would be having this Airbnb in Kilimani, trust me, it's 15k a night. There, as in no negotiations, no nothing. No, nothing. Yes, it's locality. There. No even demand, like even the rents there, they are high. If you get a 1B, one bedroom, if you rent a 1-bedroom apartment, you get even rates up to 80k for a good one, for like those, those houses that even have views now. Like second of all, you also want to look at whatever you've invested. So those are the main things that guide the price. But locality is the major one. Locality, because you even have a simple Airbnb in Westlands, but the price, the charging rates there they are dictated by certain things, like the place to it's
Like
convenient now.
rent unalipa.
And then it's convenient to even town and people who are working around Westlands, because Westlands we have so many companies and NGOs, and people just fly in and fly out like on a daily basis, so they book in haraka sana, and then they are paid a lot of money. So Airbnb, it's just like a small dot. If you're charging 20k, and it's just like a small dot on their pocket. They don't feel a pinch, but locality mostly dictates, because right now we're charging here 2.5 a night, but you're not supposed to be 2.5. If I would even go to Kikuyu town around there, I think I'll charge even more, because that's not the rate of a 2-bedroom apartment. That's the rate of 1-bedroom apartment.
Oh, this is 2-bedroom.
Yeah, this is a 2-bedroom apartment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and how would unaweza sema hii biashara iko aje? Would you advise someone to venture into this business? Ama no.
Yes, I would advise someone to venture into it. The only thing that is required is marketing. Like, marketing is everything. Marketing, because people need to know that such an amenity exists. Because if you don't know
marketing, you mean like online marketing, ama physical, ama what?
Any kind of marketing, even word of mouth. It helps. There are people who book in from even Facebook. There are people who book in from Air BnB itself, the platform itself. There are people who book in from word of mouth. There are people who book in from which other angles? Like, they would see it on YouTube and be like, I want to live there, and then their friend, and then there are people even you meet and you save, and then when you advertise it on your status, they see and they want to come. They have that idea, like there is an Airbnb somewhere, so if someone needs it, they would refer them, because I've had those kind of scenarios. So if any type of marketing, we also want to place banners now, kwa barabara, because there are people who are passing by who don't know.
They don't know,
Yes, of which is gonna make this place competitive, because so many people now start thinking, oh, we can have an Airbnb.
So we can do this.
Yes, and yes, come for advice, at a tip, by the way.
Okay, there's something that you have mentioned. Airbnb, the platform. Does that mean that maybe there is a fee that you have to pay for you to be on that platform? How does that even work?
Okay, the platform itself, what it happens is the platform doesn't allow direct communication. Okay, there is direct communication, of course, from the client, but the platform dictates that the money is wired through them. So we can deduct a percentage. Don't take a lot of percentage. I'm not sure right now, because I don't even have so many, like, Kenyans. Okay, if I say this, you guys will be on my case, because most of the why Kenyans are reluctant to move into a digital space, I don't know. We are so scared of digital platforms that we always wish to get off that platform and book in the platform.
Because I think what I'm conned enough.
No, the platform doesn't con you.
No, it's not that specific platform, but there are others that have conned them. Unajua, so fear of
being coined. Okay, but
so like you're supposed to, if you want to book this you have to go on that platform.
No, you don't have to go, because of course I have my number. You can book through me, because that's usually what I prefer. Like, I prefer the direct booking, because it's easy, and of course I won't be charged. I won't be charged the amount, the Airbnb amount, and then okay, we're not as Kenya, we're not there yet where actually we deal with systems. Like, there is just a way that a person needs even to hear your voice and care who is this and who is this I'm meeting, who am I dealing with? Like, we have, so there are those that, okay, at the end of the day, people would always want to retain your contract to book outside the platform. So just call and ask you, has it been booked? There are people who book through the platform, but now the platform now retains a certain fee, but it's not much. It's not like Serikali Kenya now should. But anyway, it's a good platform, because there are people now who get to know the Airbnb.
It also markets you guys.
Yeah, it markets, of course, because now when someone searches Airbnb in a certain place, in our place, they'll see it will pop up. Yes, but we haven't been serious on getting reviews on that platform so that it can pop up mostly. But it's only because we're having traffic from outside the platform. But we'll be getting there. It's, as I said, we're doing the pilot project. Then after the pilot project works, okay, it's working. So as we continue now to push and learn the dynamics and how people now are behaving in the Airbnb sector, so that's when we can roll out now even more and more projects.
Nice. So I don't think there is any other question that I have left. Okay, challenges as kipeananga pia your contacts. What are the challenges? Some of the challenges zenye mnapitia hapo kama when you run this business, because kila kitu yenye iko na some positive unakuanga na negatives. So hizo ndo tunataka.
Challenge number 1. Now when someone books off the platform, now you have to be very, very careful. Sometimes you might have a situation where people are rowdy or people just want to come in and spoil it, because there are people who just feel like that money they're paying, they have to utilize it to the fullest. So they have to make the place dirty as possible. Like that's one of the challenges. Like they don't want to live like it's their place. Like they just want to live Neglia Makarau Kamisa. Like they just have to mess up everything. And it becomes expensive to now clean it up. But it's okay, it's a learning process, and of course you learn and not that person. Then another challenge is some people go home with because your stuff. Sometimes you don't even know. One neighbor, like you don't even know there's a spoon that is missing. Ama there is a glass, ama there is a duvet. Every time someone just took a duvet. Like we were like, yo, dude. Duvet, and he's a dude. Like what? I'm like, okay, don't you have a duvet in your place? Okay, I didn't ask him that, but like
what explanation did he give?
He didn't have any explanation, but he gave it back.
Alibeba, alitoka nayo aje.
Okay, the thing is, when he was coming out, the caretaker wasn't around at that time, so they just, and then they have a car, so they might even get out and then park it in the car and go. So when you come in to charge your stuff, you discover, of course, a duvet will discover it instantly. But now there's some small things
that you don't discover,
like a gas lighter. Like there's someone who just stole a gas lighter. It's so shady, but what the heck will you? Okay, anyway. But sometimes the other challenge is some people just come and visit an Airbnb and they think, okay, and it becomes a wow experience. You see, you would go to Kempinski and be like, oh, this room is amazing. We have artworks, we have meaning. It doesn't look like mine. I need to take souvenirs and take them home. I need to take something I don't have at home. So those are the challenges that mainly I don't think in terms of people who are coming to Airbnbs, they know they are coming, so
and you have to pay upfront, or
you have to pay upfront. Because we can stay and then tell the person. No, you have to pay before you even land here. Before you even say ufunguliwe ingie, no way, you have to pay upfront. And then the other element is, of course, the other element is that there are people who don't want to disclose who they are, simply because of maybe some other reasons. So that's one of the challenges, because sometimes you always want to know who have rented there. Yes, of course, because that's why we wouldn't want to have cash transaction. No, they just have to pass through a medium, because if you don't want to give us your ID, then we'd rather have your M-Pesa messages at least, just in case of anything, because you never know who a person is. Sometimes a person might be a thief, you never know. But to save yourself from that, I think that is what we try and do. Take person's ID and at least wire the money through an M-Pesa channel, so that we can be able to trace where the guys are. If anything happens, you can be able to trace it.
How would you have reached them out?
That is a guy. But anyway, we love you. We love you as a customer. We don't know what you did. Maybe. Okay. My thinking is sometimes maybe he puked on it and then he decided, this would be so embarrassing. Yeah, maybe that was the explanation. Because he brought it back.
Let's hope that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Let's hope, because we don't want to go deep into that. We'll have so many explanations.
Okay. Pato sasa, you have to market yourself. Tell people how they can find your beautiful place. You know, wanaweza kupata wapi kama ni online, on Facebook, IG, everywhere, your number.
First of all, we as Eccentric Realtors, we have a page. So I think I'll just I'll give you the exact name. You can like our page. You can always follow us on Facebook, because our page is active, and you can ask questions from there, and you can always see the new products that we are launching we have. And then of course I'll give out my number. I think you write it down. Yeah, it will be scrolling. Yeah. I was ready to do this. It will be scrolling down. Yeah. But anyway, my number is 0712 776 416. If you need serious business, please don't call me telling me you love me. No.
You don't love them.
I know that I don't. No, I'm saying
don't.
Yeah, with the love of Christ, I love you so much. I love you so much. I'm glad you're giving me business. Yeah, it's only that when it's business, it's business. When it's other issues, no, don't contact me.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be business. Location, it's in Kikuyu, Kid Farmer Call, Grace Heights, and of course I'll give you even the pin. Yeah. You can just place it on your first comment. You'll have the pin and the number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sawa. So guys, I think that's it for this video. Nitatafuta part 2 tena tuongee kuhusu hizo project management, music, you know, all those things. Yeah. So guys, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment down below. Tell us what you think about this video. Do you think you're going to venture into Airbnb business? It's just not for you. Comment down below and let us know. So guys, tuonaneni in our next video. Bye.
Bye.